Hi, this is Tom Shanahan from spiritualadrenaline.me. I'm here today with Holly Farrell. Holly is a person who is in recovery from an eating disorder and used yoga as a primary mechanism to recover from that eating disorder. Holly, thank you so much for coming out today and to share your story with people. So tell me about your childhood and how this came to be.
Sure. I grew up with one parent who had a lot of anger issues. So periodically this anger would erupt in my household and it would be really intense and pretty traumatic. And I remember as a kid, when these things would happen, I would leave the house and hide behind the bushes in the playground or try to stay out as long as I could. Sometimes my mom would lock herself in the bathroom and I'd be really freaked out and didn't know what was going on there. I'd be trying to get her out, I'd be afraid. And then these anger sort of volcanoes would subside, but then there'd be all this anxiety about when is it going to happen again. So it was just this vicious cycle of anger and then anxiety, and depression would definitely come in too.
That's very scary. That's very scary. So how did you cope with that?
I think as a kid I really just blocked it out and tried to stay out of the range of fire as much as I could. As a child it's hard to sort of negotiate that kind of anger coming from a parent, so you just try to do your best to not be the target of it as much as you can.
And then tell me, in college, the eating disorder seemed to really kick in at that point, right?
That's right, yeah. So as a kid, I felt like I never really had much control over anything in my house. So then when I went away to college, I never really liked how my body looked. I had ideas about my thighs and about my waist, and I wanted to be different. And then I started to regain a feeling of control over myself and over my circumstances by controlling every little thing I ate. I would count portions. I had this whole system in place for how much I could eat when. And in combination with that, I also was a runner religiously every day in the morning. I think 4 to 8 miles a day,
wow,
something like that.
How many calories were you taking in?
Not very many. I mean, I really restricted everything.
And when did it really come to what we call the bottom, or when did you start to recognize in the college experience that this was really a problem you had to address? I think you went on study abroad.
Yeah, I went to Italy, and that was probably when it really, really escalated.
Why and how?
I think because I was out of sight of people, so no one could really see how my body was changing, so I really ramped it up. So I really restricted so much. I remember walking around the streets of Italy just like high and buzzed on how well I had made the system work, and I was getting so skinny.
Right.
So I was happy about it.
You weren't eating all the delicious Italian food?
I did not eat any of that stuff. No mozzarella.
And by the time you came back, what was your weight like? What was your body like?
I was probably about 105 pounds, and
you left about what?
Maybe 120, 125. It's hard to say. And I was unhealthy. I got mono right away, and I didn't feel that great.
Your body was starting to break down.
Yep, it was.
All right, well, thank you so much. Today we heard about Holly's experience. In our next video blog with Holly, she'll talk about her strength when she came to recognize this was a problem she had to deal with and the various things that she tried to deal with it. Holly, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Tom.